Hello everybody, this is Shiny Orange and today I'm playing Scipio with tier 4 cavalry. The reason why is tier 4 is easy as hell to farm and I'm just looking for easy points, to tell you the truth. I just can't be bothered with the camp fest at higher tiers, so yeah, I'm just farming points until the next patch, until hopefully camping is not as prevalent as it is at the moment. Like, okay, I don't mind 1 or 2 camp fests, but every fucking game, yeah, it gets a bit boring. So like usual, the plan is I didn't get to deploy up the front, so I am a bit behind everyone else, but yeah, the same strat as I usually do, just charge right up there. And for you guys that watched the live stream that Total War Arena did not long ago, they know that it is a camp fest, and they're hoping that in the next few patches it will fix it, because they said like barbarians are going to change the game. There's going to be more light infantry. And they know that most of the high tier games are just heavy infantry over and over and over. So yeah, I'm just basically waiting to see what they do, how they try to fix the game. And they seem excited about it, so yeah, hopefully it's good. And here we go, I get an early charge off, which is always, you know, it's always a bonus if you get the charge in and they don't. And that breaks that unit pretty easily. Or they retreat at least. And in this game, I was expecting just another camp fest, and that's why I've been playing cavalry a lot. Because they do pretty good. They do pretty good when people just sitting in their base or fuck all. Like, I'm actually surprised at the other team. It's pretty amazing seeing this. They've actually got light infantry attacking up here. They got cavalry going up. Unfortunately, they didn't, like, we outnumbered them by heaps. You know, their allies just didn't back them up. They're probably camping. So I presume that we outnumbered them, and I moved my cavalry up. I'm just going in for those, you know, scout ahead. Hopefully I can find some easy range and easy artillery. And I'm pretty sure I checked the flag ahead and saw that they weren't holding it, so if I can get my cav units there, then I can take that flag and see everything around it. But then I noticed that my allies actually are starting to lose because they did have more cavalry than I thought there. So I pull my 1 unit back, because if I get that 1 good charge in while they're in combat, then yeah, I should have them. Unfortunately, my allies have died, but I do get that big charge in, and I get that war cry off. That's the thing, charge and war cry. It's just amazing. Look, that's just broken them now, and yeah, they're on the retreat, and with that 1 unit I can take out them too, with the help of my low allied units. And now I'm looking at the mini-map and going, holy shit, like, they are actually pushing. This is a game where the enemy is pushing. I might actually have to go back and help my allies. So I start drawing back, and basically I'm just looking for people that are already in combat or easy targets, so I can get those rear flank charges or just taking out, you know, enemy ranged units. Unfortunately, this cav, the enemy cav, is revealing, like, I'll just keep that 1 unit on them because I want them dead. That way they can't see my other 2 cavalry units approaching. But the minute I see them drop that flag, or drop the tower, I go there. I just go straight there because I presumed, like, luckily they got a weak spear unit there, but when they dropped that tower, I presumed that they were scared of my cav. So I thought, oh, it must be range units, that's easy points, but it was spears, so I got, you know, tricked there, but luckily it was a low health spear unit. Now I see my allies in combat here, so I tried to back him up as much as I can. And looks like we're heavily outnumbered, but I have to do something, or else we're just going to lose this game. So I get that charge in there, taking out their cav. What their cav should have done is waited for the spears, the swords to engage, and then back him up, not try to be like a frontline hero. So you can see I've popped oath just to keep those 3 units engaged, and just to tie them up, and I get this charge in here, try to wreck their morale. Unfortunately, I should have lined it up better. I really, like, I did an alright charge, but I could have done it better. So now I have to use my 2nd cav unit to go in there and break their morale using war cry. And now, yeah, there's retreating, easy points, just clean them up. And what I have to do now is, well, here comes that cav. See, that's what he should have done when he had more cavalry. Like, he should have done that. But it's a bit too late now. As you can see, my oath unit is losing, but they've just tied that unit up. So I should be able to clean this mob up here, and then back my oath unit up. Now, for people that want to farm tier 4, just remember, like, sometimes you do get caught out, but it's just a game of numbers. So every 4 games you smash people, you'll lose 1, like, horribly, because they just have the spears there, like, you know, just spear spam and you're fucked. So So here we go, get that recharge in there, and that's enough to break him, or just straight up kill them. Now at the moment I'm looking around thinking, should I just go to their cap, like try to cap it, or should I go back and defend? And looking at the composition there, I end up choosing to go help my allies. We do have a fair few melee units there, but you know, one's artillery, one's a bot, so yeah, I'll choose to go back. Especially considering there's still a fair amount of time, and looks like they got spears in their base. Like if you look in the background there, there's spears, and I just don't want to take them on at the moment. So now it's just basically clean up time. Like I gotta reset the cap, so I send one unit there to reset it. And this is one thing I always find is, people can reset the cap, but they're like, oh, they got spears capping and I'm cav, so I can't do it. And sometimes you just have to sacrifice a fucking unit. Like for the good of the team, just go in there, decap. You can decap anyone. You know, you might lose that unit, but you decap them. But since I did have 3 units nearby, I wasn't going to use my commander unit, because I still want those, like my oath might come back up and they'll be handy. So now I'm basically just clearing these guys out with numbers. You know, it's straight up fight. If these guys had full health, I'd probably lose, but yeah, it's got the numbers there. But then I spot this range unit, and they're on the retreat, so I might as well go in, get a charge there, that's easy points. And then I'm like, what the fuck happened there? And before when I did that charge, I was just thinking, fuck you, piece of shit fucking game. But then I remember this in beta. So yeah, you just have to, you know, sometimes shit happens, that was a bug. That unit should have been dead. Now I know that half of you sitting there, it's beta, it's beta. Well, it's fucking beta to me, because I've been calling it beta for 10 years. Because believe it or not, there used to be not that much voice communications when you played games. So however you pronounce something, that was it. It was all through typing. So there was no like, you know, Ventrilo. That's how fucking old I am. Ventrilo was not popular when I first started gaming. And yeah, that led to some epic moments, because people would forget to turn their mics off, etc. And oh god, you could hear, you know, they had an argument with their girlfriend or something, and they would just forget to turn it off because, you know, it was pretty new back then. Even I did it. Like, I'd have full conversations with someone on my telephone, because I didn't even have a fucking mobile. And yeah, people are like, oh, so yeah, so you're going out tonight? I'm like, oh, how the fuck do you know? And yeah, it'll just be talking shit. And that was the worst thing. I'll be like, oh, these guys are so fucking crap. They got me killed again, and they'll all be listening. There's this one guy I always remember. He was the best. I think it's called, like, Purge. And he would talk the biggest shit without knowing it. Because he'd be talking to himself, but he didn't have push to talk on. So no matter what, he would talk to himself. It would just all go through the microphone. So he'd be there eating nachos or something, so half the time all you heard was and then someone would kill him or something, so he'd be talking with his mouth full, just be like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Who killed me? Yeah, the biggest anger problems too, like the slightest thing, like someone got a weapon, because we were playing World of Warcraft, and someone, you know, got the weapon before him because there was a point system. Whoever had the most points got that weapon. And he forgot his mic was on, and he's like, you piece of shit! You fucking piece of shit! He was so pissed off about this fucking weapon. They end up getting like a week later anyway. But anyway, back to the game. Now most of their artillery, most of their melee units are dead, so that's just easy time for Cav. And yeah, I'm just pretty much just farming up those last few units, and that's pretty simple, you know, no real competition anywhere. So yeah, that's the end of this game. But back to that Purge guy, I remember once he tried to convince me aliens were real. He had taken, like, he told me, this is how it started, he goes, oh man, my dad's got proof that aliens are real. I was like, bullshit, send me this proof, I want to see proof that aliens are real. And basically, he had hooked a vacuum up, like in his garage, so it looks like it was hovering in his garage, And he told me that's the proof that aliens are real. He's such a fucking bullshit artist. But he would never admit, like I said, you have just hooked your fucking vacuum up, you know, to the shed, like with a bit of fishing wire, and now you're telling me that's an alien. And he'd be like, no, I did not. No, I did not. And you can see his fucking shadow. It's so obvious. Another time, he was blasting, you could hear the porn playing. Like, it's just coming straight through the mic. Because he was like, oh, I have to go, guys, for a sec. I'll be back in 5 minutes. And all you heard was porn. And you're like, hey man, we can hear you. We can hear the porn playing. We can hear the fucking chicks like, And he's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And he just kept going. He fucking kept going. He didn't give a shit. And he could hear us talking to him. Because he was responding. That's the thing that confuses me. He knew that we knew he was watching porn, but he came back like, well, he finished doing his deed. He came back, he just said, oh, sorry guys, yeah, I'm back now from the toilet. What the fuck is he talking about? Everyone knows what he was doing. But here he is, still trying to play it off. Oh no, that must have been my brother. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and thumbs up. Until next time, enjoy your gaming.